A girl was kidnapped by a psychopath. As blood poured from her wounds, she seized a moment when the kidnapper wasn't watching to crawl into a room and lock the door. She managed to connect her Bluetooth earbuds to the phone in the living room. Just when she was about to pass out, her mother finally called. She immediately told her mother to call the police. Police cars and fire trucks rushed to the scene. A female firefighter called to ask for the girl's exact location, but the room was pitch black and she couldn't tell where she was. With help from cyber police, they narrowed it down to a specific neighborhood, but they hit massive traffic on the way. Just then, a motorcycle sped up to the front. The rider directed traffic to clear a path, then ran ahead to the intersection to stop cars from all directions so the emergency vehicles could get through. As they were about to thank him, the motorcyclist blocked their path too. He was worried the sirens would alert the kidnapper. The man was Jin Ho-gae on his first day as a detective. He used the radio to ask the girl what she could see through the window, but it was sealed tight. She couldn't see anything. Finding her in such a large neighborhood would be like finding a needle in a haystack. Meanwhile, the psychopath was calmly cutting up some unidentified meat in his apartment, threatening the girl that she'd be next if she didn't come out. As time passed, her wounds grew worse. The firefighter said they only had an hour before she'd go into shock or die from blood loss. The situation was critical. Ho-gae kept the girl calm and asked her to remember anything about the kidnapper's place. She said the balcony was empty, but there was a wheelchair in the living room. Then she painfully crawled to the bathroom, which was spotlessly clean with lots of sanitary pads in the cabinet. Everyone figured this wasn't the kidnapper's first victim. They just needed to check for anyone in the neighborhood with a criminal record. But the investigating officers came back with bad news. Nobody in the area had any priors. Then Ho-gae remembered what the girl said about the bathroom. He concluded the kidnapper must have killed a woman and was living in her apartment. They quickly identified a female resident who'd been missing for 4 months. The police rushed to the rescue. Ho-gae rang the doorbell. The kidnapper heard it. So did the girl. Ho-gae pretended to be there to fix the pipes and asked him to open up. To ease the kidnapper's suspicions, he had a firefighter pose as building management. The door cracked open. Ho-gae burst in and tackled the man. Everyone rushed in looking for the girl but couldn't find her anywhere. That's when they realized they had the wrong guy. The man's wife had been in a nursing home for 4 months due to illness. Meanwhile, at another apartment, the real kidnapper answered his door. It was just a downstairs neighbor complaining about him smoking on the balcony. Hearing the doorbell, the girl quietly opened her door too, only to come face to face with the psychopath's vicious glare. She frantically slammed it shut again. The higher-ups blamed Ho-gae for wasting precious time. That's when Ho-gae thought of one last option: have the girl start a fire. Everyone was against it. In an enclosed space, the flames would spread quickly and the girl wouldn't last long. Even worse news came in. Her earbuds were about to die. Without communication, she'd be in even more danger. Ho-gae didn't hesitate. He immediately instructed the girl to start a fire. Luckily, she found a lighter. Unluckily, it was out of fuel.